Today we're going to do another video about French pins. I recently posted a short / Instagram reel / TikTok video using one of my French pins, or U-pins they're sometimes called. I have these in my Amazon storefront. They are a great way to put up your hair without a lot of damage. But there were a lot of questions or people commenting that they don't work and they don't hold their hair. So I have done another video about these and I will link it above. But I want to go over in depth a little bit more about some of the struggles that you may be causing yourself by using it incorrectly. First, we will quickly go over how to properly put it in to create tension. Because if you don't create tension when you put it in, it's not going to work. It's going to fall out and it's not going to be secure. If you want to watch a video that's more in depth, go to that other video that I linked a few minutes ago in my video. But otherwise, I will give you a quick overview right now. So when you get your pin, you're going to notice most of the time they have a curve. All right. Sometimes they're straight, but usually they're curved. If it's straight, disregard this information. But if it's curved, okay, when you finish, you want the pin going in the same direction curve-wise as your head. You want the curve to follow your head when you finish. So when you first put the pin in, you're going to put it in curved away from your head. You're going to bite all the hair that you need to with those two little prongs. You're going to flip it over and you're going to slide it in now with the curve against your head. And it's that motion of putting it in this way, getting all the hair you need to in these little prongs, flipping it over and sliding it in. That's what's going to create the tension that's going to hold the hair. Let me show you really quickly how that looks.
All right, so I'm just going to show you with a simple bun here, just twisting the hair around, and then I'm going to grab my French pin, and with that I am going to just take it on the top, do that slip around motion, and then push it through both sides, attaching the base and the hairstyle together. You can see it's super secure, definitely not going to just slip out. No matter how smooth and how shiny and how soft my hair is, it's going to stay put.
Now, obviously, once you've learned to put it in correctly, that should solve most of your problems and it should be secure. However, there is one other mistake that people often make that they don't realize. You need to make sure that you're getting all of the correct sections of hair. So what that means is when I create my bun, there's going to be a tail end. And if you don't catch that tail end, it's going to unravel. You also want to make sure that the bun or the twist or whatever you create, let me do one here on the side of my head. So whatever you create, you don't want the pin to just be in the bun, because then it's going to, oh no, it's falling out because the pin is just in the bun. You want to make sure the pin is in the bun and in the hair that is touching your scalp. So consider this your style and this your base. You want to make sure that you are attaching your style to your base. So again, you want to make sure that you are taking note of what parts of the hairstyle could unravel, and you make sure you're either getting those right underneath the style so that they're secured inside the interior of your hairstyle, or you're catching them somewhere in your prongs so that they are not just going to unravel. And you also want to make sure that you are attaching your style to your base. So let me do two more styles. We'll do the bun again and I'll talk you through that, and I will do a French twist style and we'll talk through those two things as well. And that should be a lot of help if you are still struggling with using one of these French pins.
All right, so we're going to do that same bun again, and you'll see this time, let's pay closer attention to the tail of that bun. So you want to make sure that you don't leave the tail just sitting, because as soon as you let go of it, that tail is just going to fall. So you want to make sure you tuck the tail all the way up underneath the bun. Once you can feel that that tail is secure under the bun, you're going to grab your pin and try and pin your pin around where the tail ended up. So because I ended up tucking the tail under at the top, I'm going to secure the bun at the top. If you secured it at the side, then secure the pin at the side. It's just going to help you keep that hair all in and keep it all from falling out. So then we'll do the French twist. Same kind of idea here, but this time it's just a different shape. We want to make sure we are attaching that part right there to the base of our hair, because that's what's going to keep the two together and keep it all secure. If we only put it in a little bit, if we don't bite enough of the style, then as you can see, I showed you there, it'll just start to slip out and it will not hold securely. So make sure it's twisted nice and tight to your head. You want to get a good chunk of the style and a good chunk of your base. We're going to take a nice good bite of the style, push it all the way over to our base. All right, so we take that little slice there. Make sure we've got those prongs firmly through that part of the hair. Push it all the way down to our scalp and through. You don't want to take too big of a slice when you're starting because that'll create too much tension. You'll know though, it'll be too tight if you create too much tension. But you can see once you've created the right amount of tension, it's not going anywhere. It's super secure.
That helps. I hope that answers some of the questions you may have had about these, or helps with some of the struggles that you may still have if you have been struggling with them. Give these a try if you haven't yet, or give them another try if you feel like they haven't worked for you in the past, because they are a super easy and gentle way to put up your hair, especially if you have fine, fragile hair that breaks easily. These are a great solution, okay? They are a great hair accessory to rotate into your hair accessory regime, as opposed to always putting your hair up in a hair tie. Claw clips, French pins, scrunchies, rotate through different methods of putting your hair up to avoid breakage from wearing your hair up in the same way all the time. If you are still struggling, or you're struggling with something that I didn't touch on this video or the last video that I just haven't thought of, then let me know in the comments and I can make another video maybe helping you through that problem as well. Or just if you have any other videos you'd like to see, I would love to hear about those ideas in the comment section. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and make sure you like and share my videos with anyone else that would find them helpful. And if you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button because we would love to have you as part of our DIY Hair School family. Bye guys.